Welcome to the ultimate cartoon movie hub. From timeless classics to the latest hits, we bring the best of animation to your screen.
Monkey foot!
The movie begins with a car in which Grandma May is sitting with her little grandson, Tom. Suddenly, Grandma May senses something strange, and terrifying ghosts appear and attack the car. But Grandma May remains unafraid and speeds up the car to escape from the pursuing ghosts. She uses her driving skills and starts to get rid of the ghosts one by one. However, the number of ghosts is large, and they continue chasing the car. We see that Grandma May is waiting for someone specific to come and save her. At that moment, a tiger appears, accompanied by a group of animals that seem to be magical creatures. These animals attack the ghosts, fighting fiercely and powerfully, and they manage to defeat them. At that moment, Grandma May's car breaks down, and a terrifying, scary fog appears. From within the fog emerges an evil witch named Luby, indicating that she and Grandma May are enemies. Before the battle begins, the tiger steps in to defend Grandma May. We are left uncertain about what happens in the battle. 15 years later, we see Tom, now grown up, being bullied by his classmates at school. Before Tom leaves, one of his classmates mocks his grandmother for being crazy and believing in magic. Tom is knocked to the ground and hit, which makes him very angry. Something strange happens to him, and he causes his classmate to fly and hang from the ceiling, while everyone around laughs at him. Afterward, Tom leaves the school and is shocked when a girl congratulates him on his fight. She helps him up and introduces herself as Raph. Suddenly, Raph leaves to tell her adoptive mother that she will stay a bit longer. She returns to Tom and tells him about her adoptive mother. Later, the two go skating and explore the city, getting to know each other better. They skate until they reach Tom's house, which looks strange. As soon as Grandma May sees Tom, she asks him to bring his friend inside, but Raph says goodbye to Tom and leaves. Tom then goes to remove the charms from the house and enters to see his grandmother, trying to hide the mark on his face. But Grandma May notices the mark and explains to him that he must use his mind, not his fists, to defend himself. She tells him that he is not an ordinary boy, nor is he from an ordinary family. She asks him to return the charms to their place, promising to explain everything to him. Tom goes to replace the charms, but a strange-looking man appears, checking on him, which makes Tom curious, as he doesn't know who this person is. The man enters the house and meets Grandma May, who is delighted to see him. She introduces him to Tom as her friend, but Tom is anxious. Who tells her he sensed the Vashu force at Tom's school today. Tom is shocked to learn that he doesn't know who he is or what the 12 Zodiac Guardians are. Grandma May asks Tom if anything strange happened at school today. Tom tells her that during a fight with his classmate, he got angry, hit him, and threw him to the ceiling. Who is shocked and tells Grandma May they must leave quickly. He informs Tom that he is one of the 12 Zodiac Guardians and that his mission is to protect the guardian who is with him, the Phoenix Amulet. Of course, Tom is confused and doesn't understand anything. He asks his grandmother to explain what's happening. Suddenly, the house darkens and an earthquake occurs. Grandma May uses her powers to protect Tom from the glass shards. She tells the man to take Tom and escape quickly. When they refuse, she uses her powers to send them away. Suddenly, the evil witch Luby appears, demanding Grandma May hand over the Phoenix Amulet. She uses her umbrella to unleash ghosts that attack Grandma May. Grandma May defends herself with her powers. Meanwhile, one of the ghosts corners Tom. Before the ghost can attack, Who leaps and transforms into a tiger, attacking and defeating the ghost. But the number of ghosts is overwhelming. The man takes Tom, who is still in shock, and they run away. He runs as fast as he can, leaping great distances, attacking the ghosts and protecting Tom. Before one of the ghosts can kill him, Tom panics and moves away but falls off the roof. The man saves him at the last moment. Meanwhile, Grandma May fights a group of ghosts, using her powers to change the battlefield. She moves quickly, attacking the witch, who easily counters her attacks. Despite this, Grandma May continues to attack with all her strength. She creates a giant wooden hammer, striking the witch and pinning her to the ground. Afterward, the house returns to its normal state. Tom runs back home and finds his grandmother. He feels relieved to see her, but suddenly Grandma May freezes in place. The witch, still alive, tries to take the amulet from her. Grandma May throws the amulet to Tom, bids him farewell, and uses all her powers and the house's charms to destroy the place. Tom is devastated by Grandma May's death. He transforms into a tiger and takes Tom, running away from the scene. After a while, they arrive at the Chinese district. They enter a side street and step into a house whose door disappears immediately. Tom is puzzled by the strange appearance of the place and the unusual weapons inside. The man talks to Tom, explaining that Grandma May was responsible for protecting the Phoenix Amulet. He tells Tom that if the witch Luby gets hold of the amulet, she will take over the world and kill all humans. Tom learns that he is now responsible for the amulet and must protect it at all costs. Tom is shocked and saddened by his grandmother's death. He tries to leave through the door door but is electrocuted and thrown back. The man explains that he is now responsible for training Tom. He shows him to a room upstairs where he can sleep. At night, Tom comes downstairs and finds the man grieving over Grandma May's death. He apologizes to Tom for failing to protect her, and they both cry together. The next morning, the man uses a roar to wake Tom and takes him to the training area. He asks Tom to attack him. Tom tries to hit him, but the man easily dodges all his attacks and counters with great speed, knocking Tom to the ground. He approaches Tom, shows him the amulet, and explains that he must protect it at all costs. He hands the amulet to Tom. Suddenly, they see a mouse, and the man chases after it angrily. When Tom catches the mouse, it transforms into a boy. The man introduces him as Sydney, one of the 12 Zodiac Guardians, with the ability to steal anything. Sydney then transforms back into a mouse. He told them that he saw her last night. He said that when he was near the abandoned house at the edge of the city, he saw her dying. He kept watching until she descended to a fountain, and at that moment, her strength increased, and she returned to her normal state. Tom told them that he knew the location of that house and wanted to go and take revenge on her, but they stopped him. Sydney, the mouse, suggested that they go to the temple, gather the 12 zodiac signs, and attack her. Although he didn't like the idea, he decided to proceed with it. As they were walking, Sydney handed them a magical bag containing a powerful sword. The three of them set off to the temple, and on their way, ghosts appeared and surrounded them. Suddenly, a dragon arrived, attacked the ghost with its power, and defeated them one by one. It grabbed the third ghost and squeezed it until it vanished. Then, the dragon transformed back into its human form, approached them, and introduced itself as Mistral, one of the 12 zodiac signs. They continued their journey until they reached a Chinese restaurant. Inside the restaurant, they met a chef who welcomed them and led them into a kitchen. She used a magical spell to open a door to the temple. Tom and his companions entered the temple and were amazed by its beauty. They walked until they reached the Council of the 12 Zodiac Signs. Sydney began introducing each Zodiac member, describing their powers: the rooster with its sharp feathers, the monkey with its ability to shrink objects, the massive bull, the strong pig, the poisonous snake, the clever rabbit, the fast horse, and the exploding goat. After Sydney finished, they were all shocked to discover that most of the Zodiac members were missing. They realized that she had kidnapped them. Tom suggested they go to the abandoned house to rescue the remaining Zodiacs and take revenge on her, but Sydney refused. He argued with the rooster, who angrily shouted that he no longer needed their help and couldn't protect Grandma May. The monkey used its power to shrink both of them to prevent them from harming each other. Suddenly, they noticed Tom was missing and realized he had gone to take revenge on her. Indeed, after a while, Tom reached the abandoned house, climbed the gate, and entered. He drew his sword and began exploring the place. As soon as he touched the house, he was pulled inside. He was amazed by the house's vast and beautiful interior. Shortly after, his companions arrived at the same house, broke the door, and were surprised to find Tom missing. They decided to split into two groups to find him quickly. Tom, meanwhile, was exploring the house when he heard music and followed its source. Back with the rooster and his team, the goat suddenly disappeared. When the rooster looked behind him, he saw a magical umbrella painted with the rest zodiac symbols. The umbrella attacked them, trying to trap them as well. The rabbit managed to block its attacks. The rooster sent the monkey to seek help from Mistral, while he and the rabbit fought the umbrella. However, the umbrella trapped the rabbit and struck the rooster, trapping him too. Back to Tom. He reached the source of the music and was surprised to find Raph playing it. He was puzzled and asked her what she was doing there. Raph revealed that she lived there and introduced him to her mother, Lou. Tom was shocked and tried to attack her, but she struck him down, suspended him in the air, and used her magic to restore the house to its original state. Raph was confused and shocked to see Lou's true form. Lou controlled Raph and ordered her to retrieve the necklace from Tom, but it was missing. Furious, Lou struck Raph and demanded Tom reveal the necklace's location. Tom refused, angering Lou further. She approached him, but his companions arrived just in time to save him. Lou managed to strike them all down, and Mistral attacked her with roars and flames. However, Lou countered their attacks with the umbrella's power, changed the house's shape, and vanished. Suddenly, water began pouring from the ceiling, flooding the place. Fortunately, the sword created a small opening in the wall. Sydney noticed the opening and informed his companions. The monkey used its power to shrink Raph and everyone present so they could escape through the opening. Mistral quickly led them through the opening, which led to a pipe. Unfortunately, Sydney's size began to return to normal. Mistral rushed at full speed, and they managed to exit the pipe just in time, returning to their normal sizes. Raph was shocked by what had happened and thanked Tom for saving her before leaving. Tom and his companions returned to the restaurant, where Tom retrieved the necklace he had hidden in a cookie jar. Mistral decided to train Tom to use his power, taking him to an isolated location. There, Mistral began teaching him how to harness the power of the phoenix. The monkey also trained him on using the power of Vashu and how it could help in battle. Meanwhile, Sydney taught him how to communicate with the phoenix. Days passed, and Tom improved his use of Vashu's power, managing to destroy rocks with it. Despite this progress, Sydney was frustrated with Tom for not being able to see the phoenix and left him. Mistral comforted Tom, telling him about a past battle where Sydney attacked Lou and sacrificed his life to save Grandma May. Grandma May gave Sydney part of her power to save his life, leaving her significantly weaker. Tom realized that part of his grandmother's power resided within Sydney. He left Mistral and returned to his grandmother's house. Exploring the place, he felt how much he missed her. Suddenly, his grandmother appeared and Tom was overjoyed to see her alive, hugging her. Grandma May reassured him and asked if he still had the necklace. Before Tom could give it to her, Raph arrived and stopped him. Grandma May transformed into the sorceress Lou, grabbing Raph. Tom used Vashu's power to repel Lou and ran away with Raph, trying to escape. However, Lou's hand emerged from the wall, took the necklace, struck both of them, and disappeared using the umbrella. Tom was devastated by what had happened. He returned to Mistral and Sydney, informing them that Lou had stolen the necklace. He left them and sat alone on the roof. Sydney comforted him and encouraged him to stop Lou before she used the phoenix's power to take over the world. They realized she wouldn't be able to use the phoenix's power, only at night, and surely she will be present at the festival. Indeed, they prepare and go to the festival. We see that each of them hides in a specific place, using their powers. Tom manages to locate Lou, who releases ghosts from everywhere to attack them. Mistral transforms into a dragon, attacking and killing the ghosts. The monkeys join her to help and strike the ghosts. Meanwhile, Tom grabs a skateboard and chases after Lou, who climbs a very tall building. He follows her, but the ghosts catch up and chase them. Mistral intervenes to stop the ghosts. Tom and Lou reach the top of the building. He attacks her fiercely, but Lou defends herself with magic. She almost causes Tom to fall off the building, but he saves himself. Tom uses a spell to protect them from her attacks. Lou then uses the power of the umbrella to trap Tom, but at the last moment, he sacrifices himself and gets trapped in the umbrella instead. Tom gets angry and uses the power of Vashu to attack Lou, causing her to drop the umbrella. He fiercely attacks her and strikes her with his leg, but Lou counters and immobilizes him. At that moment, Raph runs quickly after the umbrella, dodging the ghosts and manages to grab it. The monkeys and Sidna help her, hiding in a trash alley. Lou uses the power of the phoenix, changing her color and starting to absorb people's souls, turning them into stones. The monkeys recite a magical spell to free everyone trapped in the umbrella. They all unite to help Tom, attacking the ghosts and killing them with great ferocity. They combine their strengths and assist one another. Together, they reach the top of the building, attack Lou, and free Tom. The horse strikes her with its legs. The rooster attacks with its sharp feathers. The bull lifts her high, and the pig strikes her powerfully. Despite all of this, Lou laughs and draws strength from the phoenix, becoming even stronger. She immobilizes everyone in the air except for Tom, who remains free. He approaches the phoenix, recalling his grandmother's advice to use his mind. He grabs the necklace before Lou reaches him, finding himself in a strange place. There, he sees the phoenix in its evil form. Tom approaches and touches it, reverting it to its original state. The moment Lou grabs Tom, she evaporates and disappears, returning all the stolen souls to their owners. Unfortunately, Tom loses consciousness and falls from the tower. Someone jumps after him and catches him, but they both fall to the ground. Everyone mourns what happened to Tom. He asks his friends to use their powers to transfer some of their strength to him before he dies. The zodiac animals gather around him, forming a circle, and channel their energy to Tom. They succeed in reviving him. Tom thanks them and is surprised to see his color has changed. He hugs them for saving his life. Later, we see Tom training under strict supervision. Raph and the rest of the zodiac animals watch him. Suddenly, Tom transforms into a tiger, shocking everyone present. In the end, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification button so you never miss an update to see upcoming videos and check out the previous ones. Goodbye.